Hey everyone! Today we were breaking down One Piece chapter 1171 titled Ragnir, one of the most emotional and pivotal chapters in the Elbaf arc so far. Spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't read the raw spoilers or official chapter yet. This video is going to deep dive into every major moment, what it means for Loki, the world government, and how the story shifts moving forward. Let's get into it. Before we break down chapter 1171, let's quickly recap where we are. In the previous chapter, chapter 1170, Loki was pushed to his limits, and in a shocking turn, he killed King Harald, a moment that stunned even legendary warriors like Skaprgaban. This was just strength. It was a defining moment in this arc, showing how hard choices shape the future of Elbaf. So chapter 1171 picks up right after that massive moment. Chapter 1171 opens with the immediate aftermath of Harald's death. The flashback that's been the emotional core of this arc finally begins to close. We see how other characters react, especially giants like Hadrudin and Jarul, who have lived under the shadow of Harald's legacy. Hadrudin, in particular, comes to understand the truth behind Loki's actions and finally decides to release him from captivity. This is huge, not because it's action-packed, but because it shows emotional resolution. Hadrudin apologizes to Loki, admitting his wrongs and freeing him. The tension between past grudges and new understanding is a beautiful narrative shift. Meanwhile, the world government, especially Emu, is dealing with fallout from Harald's death. Emu decides not to send any more God's Knights to Elbaf, partly because the backlash from Harald's death has shaken their confidence. This is a massive development. For years, the Holy Knights have been portrayed as unbeatable enforcers of Emu's will. Now, Loki's actions have forced Emu to reconsider direct involvement. This is not just plot mechanics. It tells us one thing. Even someone connected intimately to Emu's regime can be defeated under the right circumstances. That's a big thematic point that will echo into the final saga of One Piece. Let's talk about Loki. This chapter reveals a side of him that's complicated and real. Killing Harald was something he wanted to do. It was something he had to do. This is a moment that defines him, showing growth from a reckless young prince to someone who carries the weight of his actions. Then, as he walks away from the past, the flashback officially ends. From here on, Loki is stepping into a new role, not as a prisoner anymore, but as someone whose choices matter, whose decisions will impact the future. This sets up Loki as a major player not just in the Elbaf conflict, but in the wider world. Now we shift back to the present, the underworld. This section is action-packed, and it gives us a preview of Loki's true strength. Right after Loki is freed, a Droger skeleton monster suddenly falls into the underworld, threatening Luffy and the others. Loki reassures the group, saying he can fly and urges everyone else to head up while he handles the monster. That's confidence right there. Then, boom! Loki unleashes a powerful attack called Knifelheim, using the Ragnir weapon, freezing the monster in its tracks. Luffy stands in awe, clearly impressed by what Loki can do. This scene is just about showing power. It's about reaffirming Loki's new role as an ally and a force to be reckoned with. This chapter ends multiple threads while also spinning new ones. The Elbaf flashback closes, bringing emotional closure to the giants' internal struggles. Loki's transformation from prisoner to respected warrior is complete. The world government's stance shifts. Emu hesitates to intervene directly. We see real teamwork between Luffy and Loki in a combat scenario. This all points toward the next big phase of the Elbaf arc. One where Luffy, Loki, and the giants stand united against whatever Emu throws at them next. So there you have it. One Piece chapter 1171, a chapter that closes a major emotional arc, sets up surprising new alliances, and shifts the balance of power in this saga. What was your favorite moment? Were you shocked by how Loki unleashed his powers? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more One Piece analysis, and hit the bell so you never miss a video.